And we are live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards and the school teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Shout out to security guards, AC chefs, AC techs, chefs in kitchens, secretaries in offices. Shout out to whatever your job description is. Shout out to you. Shout out to the payroll attendees. Today is Friday. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wish good for others as much as you wish good for yourself. You're a good person. Shout out to you. On days like these, we say, it's the freaking weekend, baby! Ha ha! My mic at work. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. we made it. We made it through another week. Yes, with a lot to give thanks for, not true? So we start out this morning by saying all praise is due to the Most High because we made it through another week, not by our own doing, even though some of we work extra hard to keep ourselves safe, you know? Why? I'm gonna start this morning out by saying this. I try to fix the hot tap on my head on it now, or I'm looking at the screen. Listen, if you drink every day, especially any hard alcohol, rum and them something there, I love you, man. Stop. Take care of yourself. I drink a mixed drink yesterday with some real nephew, and my belly raw. Just a little bit of real nephew, white rum. Me decide so I'm gonna mix it with some fruit juice yesterday and mix up a concoction because I hadn't been drinking in a while, so I'm just taking the white rum with jeez. I don't know when I fell asleep last night. Obviously my alcohol tolerance is not good, and after the Vybz Kartel concert situation, I kind of laid off of that because I didn't want to end up in ICU. I don't know when I drop asleep last night, and I don't know. I know I wake up this morning, my belly not feel too good. So here I am with 2 cups. I don't know if you ever said this before. So may I drink water, room temperature water, of course, that's been sitting in a metal container for a while. Room temperature water and tea. 2 of them. So I sip hot tea, I drink cold water. I sip hot tea, I drink cold water. I feel like I need a piece of fruit. Maybe like a piece of watermelon or something like that. God, I don't know how rum head do it. Someone go to the bar and drink every day and them drink rum, white rum. You're real rummy when you start mix the white rum with water. Shout out to them. God bless them. Anyway, this morning we got a lot to talk about. Yo, thank you for being here, Yo. I appreciate that. Yo said, good morning, SouFLo. It's 7 to 11 kind of morning. Wink. 7 to 11 kind of morning. All right. Hold that. Here we are. On this beautiful morning. Today is January 17th, Friday, 2025. We are more than halfway through the first month of the new year, and we have a lot to talk about. I told you yesterday that I would watch the fixed interview with CMR and I would dissect that interview, and I did. So I come to you today with my notes because I'm a pen and paper review. So I'm in line with what I branded and started out doing, which is a complete pen and paper review, right? And then also today we're going to talk also about U.S. immigration updates. We're going to also talk about a bunch of other things in the works, right? We're going to start off with the dissection of, though. King Yellowman had these words to say about Beenie Man and the Bounty Killer. We're going to talk about that as well. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Boy, Missy Bram Bram, the time I run, we go fast. Don't know where it's going, but it's running away fast. You know what that says for us grown people, right? Yeah, it says count your moons. Count your moons and count your summers. How many summers do you have left? I know I don't mean to be morbid or anything, but it's all on how you take this. This not really, you know, have to take it like, oh God, life soon end. You could take it like, uh-oh, I need to live with some level of urgency or some level of meaning, or I need to stop procrastinating, or I need to get the things I came to earth to do done, kind of thing. But seriously speaking, I want you to think about how many more hot summers you have left. You can't have some summers left where you go park in a nursing home or sit down on your veranda and can't move if you live long enough. But how many more hot summers do you have left? You know, when winter come, everybody cover up with clothes and you know look so hot. You know, when summer come, you shed the clothes and you show everybody what you working with, kind of thing. It's in the summertime that a lot of love is in the air or friskiness. And not necessarily have to be love. A lot of lust is in the air. It's in the summertime that a lot of people meet new partners. Around that same summertime is when everybody wants to be out and going to barbecues and parties and whatnot and put on your favorite outfit and step out during the day. And who can show a belly skin, show a belly skin, and who can show a body jaw, show a body jaw. And you know what I say? Them kind of something there. How many more hot summers do you have left? Something to think about. Right now, my day I count my hot summers them. I already know some me I gonna be a hot boy all when time me at 90, so I have a whole heap of hot summers. God spare me life, me have a whole heap of hot summers left. See? And God spare me life and bless me with good health. I gonna have a whole heap of hot summers left. So I'm gonna be that dude. Come here, girl. My false teeth are rackle. I'm still a blow whistle. Come here, girl. Oh, who daddy is that? Who granddaddy is that? That's gonna be me. We up early and ready for class this morning. Lovely Aneka. Lovely Aneka is in the building. Lovely Aneka, big up yourself. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much. Lovely Aneka. Babe, me can mention it or no? Lovely Aneka sent Lovely Aneka, the gifts that came, you send something come your wife, you see? Where you see when me spray it for me? Nyam show and nyam me, you know? Yeah, I kid you not. She left the room and come back and she said, me smell that again. I say, you want nyam me, babe? She said, this one right here. Now I've seen women say, I don't know what cologne that man was wearing, but damn, it made me just want to jump on him. And you know, me kind of get offended because I say, so if my woman out the road and she smell that power next man, she feel like she want to jump on him. So I don't know if I thank you or not thank you, but thank you because I have it now. And when I spray it on me, she can jump on me instead of go jump on somebody else out the road. But I kid you not, and I'm not just saying this to just say this. Whatever you sent, she would let her talk about it more in her videos because she would know the name and to say what to say and big up who for big up. But Jesus Christ, but say, all me want yam off my own hand. I sprayed it right here, rub it up so, make it sit down for a little minute, and I forgot I sprayed it there. You want to see me in there? I said, blood fire, what smells so good? What smells so? And it was the thing that I sprayed on myself. It's two of them. And the next one, I spray up here so. I'm rub a different part of my body with the up there so. I'll make that. I don't know where you get these things from, but wifey will expound more upon that. So lovely Aneka, big up yourself. I appreciate you greatly. I don't know, you conjured up some magic around here, cause later, tell you the truth, I plan, you know. Yeah, come here, beard and wash down and make sure everything clean and nice and ready. And me I go spray and little of something there and tempt her and see what go on. You know, when you stand up naked in a room and start flashing something. I see what I go on. I see what can go on for later. Yeah. So big up yourself for that. Reggae girl said, oh wow, I don't want to get any older in life. They 50 and sexy. Ah, 50 and sexy reggae girl. And that's how you're there for the next 20 years. Drink your Guinness, Bunches says. Why Bunches me have to go find 2 Guinness? My favorite drink would be Campari when I'm in Jamaica because something about the bitters in the Campari make the mosquito them don't bite me, and I don't know, but it's super true because I didn't get no bites, and I'm a person who used to come back from Jamaica every trip, pull up a mosquito bite. Even wifey used to be like, yo, the mosquito them love you. Your blood sweet, something in your blood. I'm like, how they not biting you? They not biting nobody else. Them bite up me picnic them this time so bad. They usually bite up me and my daughter, me and Milani. And me and Milani has my 2 girls have a trait in their blood that I'm the one that carries it. And funny enough, none of my boys have it, and mosquito don't bite them up. So the mosquito bite me up all the time. So I figure out so once Milan beat on a bottle of Campari, the mosquito them stay away from me. Campari is bitters, right? Well, we bring back Campari, and I don't want to drink it because how the Campari do me when I was in Jamaica. I don't know if I was mixing the Campari with other things. One night me drink whiskey, couple shots of whiskey, me drink Campari, and mix it with sorrel beer. And TMI, but I wake up and shit up the place. Me just in the bathroom, just a brr, 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 brr. I'm gonna get up and come off at the toilet and have to run, go back to the toilet. So I'm afraid of the Campari now. So it's sitting there. I looked at it. That's why I didn't drink it yesterday. I was like, I just feel like I drink. I've had a hectic week. Just fix a one drink. So I'm gonna see a little bit of rum left in a one bottle in there, plus the other bottles that are full. I said, let me just finish this, take it off of the shelf. So I'm gonna mix a drink, little rum with a fruit juice. I'm gonna know when we drop asleep. Obviously, I feel like I got drunk. And now my belly just raw. So I'm afraid of all of the alcohol. I think I'm gonna take a break from alcohol, period, and just, fruits and juices and stuff like that and ready up myself again. The alcohol is something that are really good for your ears. So again, anybody who drink that every day, man, take better care of yourself, man. You probably ain't got much summers left. You know what I'm saying? Although, me have an uncle, is a grand uncle? Uncle Cliffy was, no? Uncle Cliffy, I'm my uncle. Uncle Cliffy, the man that lived till I believe they were in their 70s before them pass away. And the man there drink and stagger. And he's one of the kind that used to drink rum with water. They mix the whites, water with the rum, and drink it just so. You ever taste Jamaican rum, rare nephew rum? You can't drink that straight. Him used to drink it straight with rum. And he lived for a long time. And when he died, it wasn't no long suffering thing either. It was live for a long time and then up out of here kind of thing. So I don't know. The rum might be preserving them sometimes. Wait name SouFLo, I want to smell good for the new year. Reggae girl said. Reggae girl, this one is for men. It's for men. This is a man smell. Why if did I come try to take it from me and talk about this one is more suiting for you? I said, nah, that's a man one too. 2 of them are man smell, so I'm kind of take them for myself, I'll let wifey tell it what it is. Me not gonna tell what it is. Make sure Rosalie Fair says I drink it straight. You drink what straight? Nobody no drink white rum straight, especially not rare nephew overproof white rum. You can't drink it straight. Me drink it straight. I tried to drink it straight already. I had to spit it out. The liquor that went down my throat, bun up my throat. I was hoarse for like days. Peel out the skin from inside of my mouth. I peel out like a big piece of skin from inside of my mouth. They rip out your skin out of your mouth lining. So I know white rum you talk about you drink straight. Unless you have cast iron belly. Yes, but try Jankrabati already. Wife could bring back some last time we went to Jamaica. Last time we went to Jamaica, we came back with coconut rum, with JB and the whites, Ray and nephew. To come back with all kind of rum. and they slowly, slowly drink them throughout the year. And then when I always say this, when the stuff that we bring back from Jamaica start dwindling down to like when you're looking at the fridge and you're only see 2 bags of ackee left, it's time to go to Jamaica again. When you look in the liquor cabinet and you only see 1 bottle of liquor, it's time to go to Jamaica again, kind of thing. That's kind of our marker, you know. This time, I kid you not, this woman came back with like 20 something bags of ackee. I talk about 20 something plastic bag of ackee. She take the whole of ackee from Jamaica. I don't remember 20 how much, but it's 20 something bags of ackee. Y'all will see the vlogs. I'm going to release some of them this weekend, starting probably this evening or tomorrow morning. It's nice to wake up on a Saturday morning and watch them kind of vlog there, you know? Not John Crobati. Gerald Pearson, why for the body? No body business around here. What if we call it then? If we can't say John Crobati. Morning Sharon Spence, I drink it straight white rum. Rosalie, you are out. I don't know. I don't know if we call you alcoholic or you built different. Because I've seen people try to drink that straight. Me try to drink it straight. It can't be drank straight. So me don't know about that. RR123 says the rare nephew that they import to here is weak. The one from yard is much. Thank you. I forgot to say that. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I tasted the one here. I bought it here at the liquor store. Walking at the liquor store one day, and I say, yo, babe, we don't have to bring up rum no more. Look, them have it here. And she said, it's not the same. I said, yes, it is. It's the same rum. It's not the same. The one they have in Jamaica, you can light fire with it. The one they have in Jamaica, you're not swallowing it by yourself. That's why hardened alcoholics in Jamaica will even mix it with water. You know, nothing to chase it. Just give me some water, man. And then we mix it with water. Because you can't swallow it. The one up here, I think, is more palpable. Maybe you can swallow that one. We can't drink that. Either way, it frig up my stomach. I had just a little bit of it last night, and right now my belly feel bad. So if you don't see me keep sipping water and drinking tea throughout this, just know something I try to get my belly right. Right? The one here is watered down. I believe so. Not only that, and I hate to say this, but here's another thing here that's watered down. The juicy patty them from here. I drove to Fort Lauderdale. I went to I don't mean to like mash up nobody business. The juicy patty in juicy beef in Fort Lauderdale is probably the closest you're going to get to the real thing in Jamaica, but that's not it. It's still not the real thing. I've seen people do vlogs and they're like, yes, and the real one, this. Tastes just like nah, you're being nostalgic. Let's be real. I drove all the way down there. I live 2 hours away or hour and a half away. I'm gonna make that trip there and drive when them open up. And we ordered a bunch of different patties and whatnot, and we sat outside and we ate them. And we thought, yes, man, I ate, man. Just coming back from Jamaica just now, and got juicy. I know it, man. I know it. I don't know what the difference is. The patty up here was oily and it was flat. Something else we did say about it, I remember. An honest review side by side would have been even better. But I know for sure that ain't the juicy in Jamaica. In Jamaica, juicy beef patty, I say one. And it not taste like that. It's flaky. It's full of beef. I don't know what they do to the patty here. Let them put one little scoop or something inside it and then give you beer flakes. In Jamaica, when you bite a juicy patty and that beef, they just squeeze out and spill upon you and them serve it hot. Jamaican people eat hot patty. Because we crave. So you have to huff it. So I sit down in the car and piece of that spill out and drop out on your lap and you have to... Yeah, we not get that same kind of something there up here. We don't. It's not the same. So the liquors that they're importing only carry the name. The food only carries the name. It's not the same. It's not that. And I don't want to mash up the people in business. by saying don't go get it because it's probably as close as you will get to the real thing. So still go get it until you get a chance to go Jamaica. But I promise you, when you go Jamaica, try these things that I'm talking about while you're there in Jamaica. It's different. There's a difference to it. Yeah. I am a Tasties fan. Me eat Tasties too. You know where I haven't been in a while? Mother's. We haven't been to Mother's in a while. You know, every time wifey go, wifey swear that the juicy that's in Christiana, Manchester, Christiana, Galchester, she swear that that juicy is the best juicy on the island or the best juicy anywhere, bar none. And I have to agree, it is. It is. I don't know what them do out of the juicy there, but there's a woman who's been working there since Wapikin did fill up from way back when. It's nice to see somebody from way back handling your food, and she handles the orders and the food with so much care. I said the next time I go to that juicy, there's a young lady there who I was gonna pass a 10 grand just because the first time I went in there and I hadn't been in there in years, as soon as I walked in, she was like, SouFLo, I watch you all the time. What are you doing here? Right? And you know, it made me feel good. So I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna place this, you know. Me live right around there. So me just you know, so she said, you're home. Welcome home, blah, 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 and serve me and thing. I mean that time when I walked out and I thought, that's one person I should have given the 10 grand to. My mind and my spirit just said, the next time you see her, so here what happened now. The next time I see her was when the whole ATM debacle happened, right? Go on ATM, stand up at the ATM, bagga with people for your hour and change. Got to the ATM only to be told we don't take foreign cards here. Me left there so frustrated, went up a juicy and say, you know what? I don't have to pull out cash. I can just pay with my card. So I went to Juicy and I paid with a card, had no cash on me. And guess who walks out? She same one. And she was like, SouFLo, you here again. How you doing? I say, all right. I'm feel bad. Because I never have it to give her. But my intention was to give her. I swear, I'm not care. Next time I take it, tuck it in my socks, walk around with it until me see her and give it to her. You know, I just wasn't prepared. And I saw her again and I'm like, I really wanted to give it to her. I went back there and asked for her, but everybody was like, I don't know who you're talking about because I can't remember her name. Don't know who you're talking about, or probably she's not working today or something like that. So, but we'll get to it. Sugar and Spice Patty is good too. Me never hear of them yet. Never hear of a Sugar and Spice yet. You off, Papa? I love you. Love. Why you look so? Yeah. I just woke up. You just woke up? Yeah. You don't want to go to school? I'm tired. You're tired? Today's Friday. It's your last day. Okay? Just muscle through the last day. But you need some lotion on your face and your hair needs to be brushed. Tell your mom put lotion on your face and brush your hair. You want me to do it? Kai's getting ready to go up to school. Early morning stuff. He says he's tired and him look frustrated. Like, I hate seeing my kids go off to school with sadness in their eyes. We live in our world, you know, where anything can happen. And like I said before, people be taking life for granted. You know what I'm saying? We have seen many times before, people send them kids off to school and that was the last time you saw your child. I'm not speaking that over my child or over life. I'm just saying that things happen. So you have to grasp every moment and use every moment as, you know. So if your child is going out to school, being separated from you for hours, you must know, say, they are out of your control, they're out of your safety range, these kind of things, and anything can happen. We live in the United States of America where all kind of madness happen in school, especially. So seeing my children go off to school sad looking and all that make me feel a kind of way, right? He came in here to say, see you later just now, and him I them just look so sad. That's why I asked what happened. Him say I'm tired. Kids get tired too. Kids want to be kids. They want to stay up and play because that's what kids do. They play. That's how kids learn the best, by playing. So I guess him not go to bed on time when he's supposed to go to bed on time, and him wake up tired, and him have to do this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's Friday. You got to encourage him to push through. He's only 6 years old. That means him have a whole lot of schooling left to do. If you start making your kids hate school from 6, your picnic not gonna go too far. And if you have plans for your child to go off to college and do all these other kind of things, earn higher degrees and whatnot, you better make sure they fall in love with school from a very young age, because it's going to take a love for school and a love for learning to push them all the way through. You see that? Enough of we hate school. And that's why as soon as we could have left school, we left and never go back to school, right? Because we just not like maths and we not like school environment and we not like whatever. Take a shortcut, go learn a trade, do something else, whatever the case may be. It's the weekend, all right? RR123 says, please hit the thumbs up button. Julie Tapper says, so true. You just have to pray for the day. Yeah, man, you have to pray over your kids, them. You have to pray for the day, and you have to send them off good too. Send them off with love. Send them off with love. You know, make sure you hug your kids, make sure you tell them you love them, and send them off. It'll be messed up. Anything happen, and you sent your kid off to school the wrong way that day. Right? Right. Fake foreign food, them free, so I'm dairy free, so allergic to the fake foreign food, them. It's the freaking weekend. Trini LB, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Listen, let's start out with this. We're gonna start out with Yellowman, King Yellowman, and get that out the way. All right. Or do you want to start out with dissecting the CMR interview? It's up to you. We start out with King Yellowman, or we start out dissecting the interview, the CMR fixed interview. You have 60 seconds. Choose. You don't have much to choose from. I'm going to throw everything else in there as we move. Is it going to be the CMR interview dissected, or is it going to be what Yellowman said about Beenie Man and Bounty Killer? One or the other. Choose. Choose. All right. Naya TV 1 says you can start off with Yellowman and get it out the way. Jay Robinson says CMR. Lovely Anika says CMR. 5P63, big up yourself, CMR. Missy Brum says Yellowman, short. Great goodies. So we have 2 Yellowman, 3 Yellowman, 4 Yellowman, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 CMRs. 4 Yellowman, 5 CMRs. That's a close count. Keep going. CMR again. Yellowman again. Ross. It's a tie. Yellowman is leading at the moment by King Biggs. Keep going. We have 20 seconds left. Yellowman, press 1, 2, 3. It's broken. Yellowman is leading by 1. Okay. Yellowman gone afar by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. We have 2 more CMR that just came in. Great goodies. But Yellowman, it is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yellowman it is. All right, let's keep the Yellowman short. So Yellowman had things to say about Beenie Man, and this is how the article went. It says that Yellowman breaks his silence on the king of dancehall, because right now they're having a discussion about the king of dancehall. Who is the king of dancehall? Is it Vybz Kartel? Is it Beenie Man? How could it be Kartel when Kartel did incarcerated for 13 years? Beenie Man this, blah, blah, blah. Right? They're going at it like that. King Yellowman steps out. Bashes Beenie Man and Vybz Kartel, not Bounty Killer. Vybz Kartel, sorry. Vybz Kartel, not Bounty Killer. I kept saying he said stuff about Bounty. Wasn't about Bounty, it was about Vybz Kartel. The man is dubbed the original king of dancehall, right? Winston Foster, better known as Yellowman, has broken his silence in a new audio recording that surfaced online on Tuesday. I heard the audio recording. In that recording, it seems to be a voice note. The veteran DJ outlines the Beenie Man and Bounty Killer. That Beenie Man and Bounty Killer, I'm saying not Vybz Kartel. Beenie Man and Bounty Killer are two ungrateful evils, he said. So I wanted to know why would Yellowman class them as two ungrateful evils? A part of the audio from the 1 minute and 34-second long recording features the veteran artist stating, him say, my brother, me not gonna fight with them two evil there or argue with them because the two of them are reptile. One of them is a snake and the other one of them is a lizard. Two reptiles. He continued by saying, and me know, so the original will never and will always be around. I guess he says will never die and will always be around. Them can't wipe out history. And them could never wipe out history. No care what them do. Every one of them a fool. Them a king of Dancehall, not dancehall. He said them a king of Dancehall. Them a bad mind hall, king of bad mind hall, king of criminal hall, king of liar hall, king of ungrateful hall, ungrateful wretch man. The audio was shared on Instagram by Richie B Radio. Notably, as Beenie Man and Vybz Kartel battle for the king of dancehall status, none of the two have acknowledged the Yellowman at this point and still being the king of the genre. Both Kartel and Beenie Man have declared that they are. Beenie Man say him are the king, Kartel say him are the king without saying him are the king. By the way, Kartel said he's not into no feud about anything with Beenie Man. He's focused right now on other things. So with that, it is here.
All right, my good brother. We just want to know where we locate in a Jamaica. That's me can give my link, you know. But, my brother, we not going to fight with them two evil or argue with them. Because the two of them are reptile. One of them a snake, one of them a lizard. And we know that the original will never and will always be around. Them can't wipe out history. And them could never wipe out history. No care what them do. Every one of them a fool. Them a king of dunce all. Bad mind all. Criminal all. Lion all. Ungrateful all. Ungrateful rich one.
So says he. All right. I know somebody are getting them feelings when I say this, but Yellowman is definitely not no king of dancehall. Yellowman stays touring. He stays working. He is a staple in the reggae genre. You know, like one of them classics there. Yeah, everybody knows who Yellowman is. That kind of thing. He's the only albino in it, apart from a younger artist by the name of Dr. Copper, which does hardcore dancehall, and I haven't heard from Dr. Kappa in a while. But Dr. Kappa did kind of remind me of Yellowman reincarnated with more up-to-date lyrics, that kind of stuff. I don't know if Yellowman don't realize dancehall has changed a long time ago and left him where he's at. I was listening to Yellowman music yesterday in preparation to do this morning, and Yellowman still does the same kind of music from way back when. Zongo zong zogo zongo zeng. You got to call Yellowman a boy. That can't survive dancehall today. And Yellowman is from a time and a place where dance hall was the hall, the place where the music was played. And inside of the dance hall, reggae was played, whether it was fast reggae, slow reggae, whatever reggae. That not happen again. The genre has split. There is definitely reggae and dancehall now. A new generation, maybe thanks to people like, I don't know, Bounty Killer them, Beenie Man them, who redefined, what split it down the middle. So to me, if you ask me reggae today, I would say, yeah, man, like Junior Gang kind of reggae, Bob Marley kind of reggae, Lila Ike kind of reggae, that kind of reggae, Chronix reggae, and others. If you ask me dancehall, I'm gonna say, yeah, like Massacre, like Alkaline, like Vybz Kartel, like that. So there's a difference. There's a difference. And if we're talking about this dancehall, Yellowman is not a contender, has never been a contender in the new dancehall. So I think Yellowman kind of bitter still because nobody recognizes him when they speak of the kings of the dancehall. He's not even in the discussion, He's not even in the discussion, so he feels some kind of way. I think him feel like somebody should acknowledge him. But Yellow Finno said them days they're gone. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo.
Morning, family. What going?
So me I just come with a quick one, but me have to jump on this one here.
Yeah.
Because you're a young boy, say me a 63-year-old here.
Yeah, my mother.
And your mother can tell you.
Mm-hmm.
You can do a search on this, because I know you like to search. Yeah? You like proof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You see dancehall, the dancehall I come from, dancehall is dancehall. Me no say Yellowman a king, right now. But Yellowman is the first DJ that leave Jamaica apart from Bob Marley. Take Bob Marley out of it, because Bob Marley a reggae. Yellowman a dancehall. Yellowman is the first DJ when leave Jamaica. Somebody where they condemn, because they condemn him, I want you to look up a history on him, and I want you to look up for teach them the 2 interviews with him, part 1 and part 2. When you get the time,
Yellowman
sit down and listen to them interview there. But apart from that, Yellowman are the first DJ to leave Jamaica and go to England. And over England, because they never used the color of that guy, then call him King Yellowman. And England and get that from, and up till now, I can't hear nobody talk about it, because when I young look at youth,
all right,
I listen to him. David Radican, them and them people, and Barry G. You don't know about that, because you never born yet.
Yeah, but I'm not disputing his history. I'm not disputing his history. And I'm not disputing his history, but nobody in Jamaica crowned him king of dancehall. It does attached to his name.
No,
and it's not that,
right.
And that dancehall does not exist and has not existed for a long time.
No, but the thing about it, SouFLo. Thing about it, over here, the queen did what there, and the son get it, right?
Right.
And me say him a king, but over here him get the crown from, and guess what? He never lose it. Yet he never lose the crown to say Beenie Man is the king, And Beenie Man take up that, but if me not dispute that with you, but him do an interview with teach them. Yeah? In part 1 and part 2, when you get the time, it's a bit long. Just take a look, chill out, drink a beer. I mean, you say you can't drink much again. Don't drink no Freedom Street because you go drink too much. Drink a wine and sit down and listen to the interview with Teach Them. Because you're the first DJ will go up before Metro Media and everybody else. And the first DJ will leave Jamaica and go to England and break the record. Nobody never do it. And anytime you find somebody in your search or your history say, no, this is the first DJ from Dancehall.
So they owe him homage then.
Dancehall DJ me tell about.
So you said them owe him homage.
Put it up and talk about it, make me hear.
Okay, will do. I will purposely go watch those 2 interview manners.
All right, good one. Cheers, yeah.
All right, so back to what I was saying. I am not disputing his history. This is not about all the great things he has done. That's not where it's at. The argument is, who is the king of dancehall now? Some people are saying there's only one king, and if the king not dead, there can't be another, which is not where we go with this. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. What going?
Yeah, but that's what I have to say. Yellowman is a king. Beenie Man is a king. Kartel a king. All of them are king in a different era.
Yeah. You have a lot of kings.
Yeah, but in a different era. You know, because like what you say, the dancehall where Yellowman do is not the dancehall now.
Right.
And then if you look for what Beenie Man did I do compared to what Kartel I do now, it's still not the same.
Right.
So each of them is a king for the time when them did I do it.
I'm gonna
in them problem.
Well put. Well put.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
All right.
Manners. And like I said, I think he's not getting his name doesn't come up at all in the discussion when they discuss kings. Cause just like him just said, somebody would say Beenie Man was a king back in the 90s. Come on up. Kartel a king now. So and so was the king before. But nobody is mentioning Yellowman anywhere in the discussion. And I think that is what's rubbing him the wrong way. Because he feels like these guys should actually pay homage to him. Now, this is where their knowledge of history of where him do for the game should come into play. And they should be saying, you know, big up to King Yellowman still, because him are the first one to set it for we, to make sure so we can follow in them footsteps there and tour and come out of Jamaica and fly overseas and stuff, according to what the caller said, right? See, I wouldn't know all that. I wouldn't know all that. However, we're not discussing his history. We're discussing who is the king. But to add some more substance to the argument, I can definitely see why he would feel some type of way. Now, those are strong words, though. Strong words in put out to call the man them king of criminality, king of this, king of that, but nothing good. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, G. Big up yourself.
Man, big up respect family. What going?
Everybody in the chat. There. May I make reference to the first caller? Because it seemed like we don't understand how people have a problem with the kingship being passed on to other people. I'm going to use a reference, right? Everybody supposed, well, not everybody, but majority of people in Jamaica will pay attention to sports supposed to know about Herb McKinley and Arthur Wheat and them, man, right?
Yeah. You know,
all of them, man, they are great in their own right. Asafa Paul was still alive. He's a great in the sport, right?
Johan Blake too.
What the person where everybody talk about now? Usain Bolt, right?
Yes.
Because he come and prove himself and break the record and whatever. But does that take anything away from Asafa, Arthur, and Herb and anybody else?
They haven't accomplished what Usain has accomplished, though.
Exactly.
they contributed. They're great contributors, but they never accomplished what Usain accomplished.
No,
Shelley and Fraser Price. Shelley and Fraser Price, highly decorated, never accomplished what Elaine Thompson Hara accomplished. But
exactly,
you see what I'm saying? But them have a statue of Shelley in Jamaica, but not one of Elaine.
Well, true. Me not even, me never really even look on it that way.
Yeah.
Know what you say?
Yeah. That's why I say. Go on, say what I said. You have the floor.
No, man, say why me use that reference there is to as what you said to far Usain Bolt take it, ain't nobody come when them give him flowers.
Yes, Usain records still stand.
Yeah, you know, hear nobody I say, oh, so you remember Asafa, you remember say Asafa first Jamaican to break the record, you know. And then Usain come take it from him and break it how much time. So why me use the reference to compare to the dancehall thing? Nobody not take nothing from Yellowman or Beenie Man or whoever was king before Kartel, brother. But a Kartel era or a Kartel time.
Right. Simply put.
Each of the three man them did things in a fitting time that were phenomenal. Vybz Kartel sell gold from prison.
And silver from prison.
From prison without a label.
Yes.
Independently. Beenie Man sell gold, you know, but it took him 27 years to do it.
See him.
That's why I said, pre-this. 13 years Kartel there prison. What has Beenie Man done in that 13 years to prove that he's still guilty?
This is my argument right here. And this is my argument not just for Beenie Man, but for anybody else in dancehall who wants to say, this a person of the title or that the person of the title. Listen, we look at dancehall like this, right? You know, so you have some kumbaya people out there who is like, oh, I hate that title. Why can't we just all hold hands and sing kumbaya and get along? Dancehall has always been competitive. It's a super competitive space.
Not even dancehall, life itself.
Life itself. Not true? All right. So we have clashing. It's a part of the culture. Anytime we turn we back on that clashing something there, look who take it up. Red Bull. And other corporate entities.
Exactly. But you know what the problem when we have to with people that have a problem with clashing? It's like, you know, love the music and you don't know where the music starts from. The
exactly.
Music, reggae music itself was
song clash thing.
Clashing.
Yeah. Song clash thing. So they want to erase it and polish it up and turn it in a kumbaya thing and, you know, that's where the part there with history, which I don't support that part. Now, as far as, this is what I've said. Vybz Kartel Lego, the scene, for 13 years was fighting to be, the man didn't even have fight to put out songs. Under the conditions he put out songs, he was fighting, right? And these other guys, they had the floor the whole time. Them could have tour, they could do radio interviews, them could have do campaigns, them free to go wherever they want to go. They could have organized, put their money together, do a show at the stadium, full up the stadium if they thought they could do it. All these other things. None of them do nothing like that.
None of them.
None of them do nothing like that. As a matter of fact, they could even have gone further. Them could have put out them own clothing line. Them could have put out them own liquor line. Them could have put out all the things that you see him doing. They could have done all of that. And they had 13 years to do. If somebody give you a 13-year head start, to say you're supposed to run laps around them.
Exactly.
Not one of them. The man, the 13 come out and I run laps around them, even while fighting Graves' disease. So, I mean, I don't know any other way to describe it other than there is no competition for him in that he definitely holds the crown, whether you like him or don't like him. And
that's the thing, people need to take them feelings out of the conversation and just start the facts.
Right. People talk it with like them emotions, you know. I don't like him because me think him a criminal, or me think him did this, or him did that.
Him not my king, because I don't like him. I don't say God.
Right. It's he holds the throne and the crown. And that's undisputed.
He prove himself so many times, brother.
So many times, bro. It shouldn't even be a conversation now. But as far as with Yellowman goes, though, in the conversation, cause you know, Yellowman said them man are no king, them a king of ungrateful hall, them a king of bad mind hall, king of criminal hall, liar hall, and then some ungrateful wretch. I think he just wants to be recognized. That's why him say ungrateful wretch.
But what more recognition Yellowman could have want?
He wants to be included in the conversation every time them have it. You see like how when we discuss hip hop, nobody could discuss hip hop without calling Cool Herc.
True.
Right. Nobody could discuss hip hop without saying Cool Herc. Now if you snatch Cool Herc out of it, of course Cool Herc are gonna sit on the side and say, look at this thing that I brought to the forefront. I built this at my house and I build them, kick me out of it. So I feel like Yellowman feels the same way. Like, you know, I'm the first one to do a bag of things to pave the way for them, and they don't even mention me.
But so far, look at it like this. A lot of times when people talk about dancehall, they don't talk about the elder they were passed off the other day. When name again? We have the sound. When name again, man?
We have the sound.
Yeah, well. Damn! It's like a robot. So like, him one of the pioneers of dancehall.
I don't know who you're talking about still.
Not big youth.
You right? You right, no pass
you
off.
Right. You right. Yeah, you right, guy.
You right, pass off.
Yeah, like
Yeah. I think I did a farewell to him. Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody talks about him, and he's the pioneer
of toasting.
Yeah, he's one of the persons where create the whole thing.
Yeah.
So one more recognition Yellowman would have had, because they must say Yellowman I first dancehall artist to do this or whatever. But there were people before Yellowman who created the whole thing. See. Nobody talks about the man, but so why we not bring up the man in the conversation then?
Yeah, true.
What's so special?
Daddy, you right. I remember RR123. I remember now. Yeah, Super Cat and them was there. You said what's so special about Yellowman?
What's so special about Yellowman in comparison to them? Why if you get more talk about than them? And this is not me taking anything from Yellowman.
Right.
Yellowman, I grew up on Yellowman music.
I think him just salty. Him just salty. Him soft.
I mean that he mix Kartel in the whole 80. Because I know him not like Beenie Man.
Right.
I know that they don't like each other. But when he put Kartel in it, I'm like, you know what Kartel the Yellowman?
Right.
And what Kartel and Yellowman have?
Right. Him say two of them are reptiles, so one a snake and one is a lizard.
No, but I know where this thing and this my son away.
The
Yellowman I call a man a reptile and a lizard, you know, bro. That is just as the Kartel said. As the Kartel said, that is so paradoxical and strange.
Paradoxical and strange.
You know? No, bro. The Yellowman I call a person a reptile and a lizard.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
That is so paradoxical and strange. Yeah, true.
It don't make no sense, brother.
Right.
But I'll give somebody else the floor. Big up yourself, Bitchy.
Manners and respect, King.
I
saw so paradoxical and strange. Yo, me and Shakira argue one time, right? And what she called me? She said she in her feelings and talk about something about that's why you ugly, you look like one mole rat or something. And one time I go up on the computer and I see about 500 comments of people that say, y'all swear y'all not twins or y'all swear y'all not brothers and sisters because y'all look just alike. So I say, hey, come look at this. Hey, come look at this. So if me and mole rat what you called me earlier, guess who look like mole rat too? If people have said me, you look just alike. And that's over there I laugh. That's over there I laugh. I don't know, but King Yellowman is and albinos have their own struggles too, you know what I'm saying? They do. So I think honestly speaking, Yellowman might feel like he was ostracized from the genre because he is an albino and he has fought the albino fight kind of thing. You don't see no other albino around, right? Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
SouFLoTV, good morning.
Morning, family. What go on?
Yeah, what go on? Yellowman. Careful, my boy, cause you see that generation? Them now nomadas. Somebody don't talk, my boy.
Tell him tread lightly.
Anyways, Yellowman was the king in the 30s.
In the 30s.
Being a man after. No, I can't like him.
See it. And there's no going around that.
That right there.
Right there, so.
Look more.
All right, my brother. Alright. Well, you have to understand, so the elders, them have to learn to live in this generation still, because you're here. You're here. And this generation is true. They're not too hold back nothing. And a lot of them are highly disrespectful. It's these kind of times we living in. I'm just going to tell you how them feel, And I like back in the day where we used to say, oh, true, I want elder, we now going to say like that. So Yellowman stepping out should expect what they have to give. Him now want Cartel write a song for him. Mr. Brown. Yeah. Okay, let's dead this issue and move on to the next topic. Yellowman has not been a contender in dancehall, the new dancehall I call it, for the longest. Dancehall come from like Daddy U Ride them and them Monday when they were toasting on the mic and all these things, right? That dancehall hasn't existed in forever. That turned into just reggae music. Because they were on those old stagalag rhythm and this rhythm and that rhythm, the answer rhythm. Dancehall gone left that long time ago, right? Wait, whole different something. And Yellowman is not in that. But I think Yellowman deserves his mentions. Understand? Him kind of opened some doors and was the first to do some things. And I think it would just be only right for him to be recognized for those things, those contributions then. That way he won't call anybody ungrateful wretch. Because me would have feel away if me kick off a couple door and set a certain trend for others to follow, pave the way, and then them act like them don't see me. And, it's them do it themselves and that kind of thing. And big up everybody else except for Big Mio. And I feel a way about it too. So I guess that's what he feels a way about. But big up King Yellowman, same way. Right? No disrespect to you. You definitely are legendary and will live on forever through your music, actually. So big up to you again for that, King Yellowman. Trini Elbay says big up to King Yellowman, but time marches on. All right. Missy, somebody said, okay, a CMR time now. All right. You ready for the CMR interview, breakdown, discussion thing? No? We're going to get into that now. We still have U.S. immigration updates. We still have we still have some other things to talk about. TikTok ban. Donald Trump takes office in a few days. Today is the 17th. He is inaugurated on the 20th. That's 3 days away, which means TikTok should have been banned or should be banned, but we're going to talk about all that too. Let's get into the fixed interview with CMR. I told you all I was going to listen, write notes. This is going to be pretty lengthy. What a boy like! Yo, I see that it's easy to pull wool over people's eyes. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Don't be tired of me, right? It's a call, just call you. Me respect everything what I'm saying. Every God Almighty thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what me not try to say to you still, because me not put nobody in front of Cartel, boy, you know that.
Same.
Yeah?
Same.
But it shouldn't be 3 person. It shouldn't be Cartel should I get the king from Yellowman because Beenie Man was no king. And there's that more, and some people don't know nothing about Yellowman. These younger generation don't have a clue about Yellowman unless
Bro.
I go read up. And then I really want to know about that.
All right.
So Yellowman was crown king, but he didn't knows it. And does Yellowman pretend? Eh?
Hold on. We move on from the topic. See? We have moved on from the topic. So you're going to interrupt me new topic now, which I just introduced. But let me...
No.
Yeah, man, you interrupt the new topic, man. We move on from this. We understand what you said. We got it. We got it.
All right then, cool. We must be behind. All right, cool.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, wife is behind them. I don't know who you're behind, but you're not behind me. Me behind my wife. Anyway, moving right along. Yo, Jesus Christ, brother, I call him make trouble, but Beenie was never no king. Beenie Man, one thing y'all can't do is downplay Beenie Man contribution to dancehall. When Beenie Man did the collaborations with big artists like the great Janet Jackson, and in person, in that same video, I wind up him like herself, all these kind of things from back in the day, set the trends and these things. Yellowman didn't do any of those things. So Yellow did his great things and Beenie did his great things too. To come out here and say Beenie was never a king, that's big disrespect, bro. Don't draw me out with that one there. All right, let's get into the CMR fixed interview now. I sat there and I watched this fixed interview. Shakira sat there and watched it, and we both took notes. So from a female's perspective, I think she's going to break this. Baby, I'm going to break this down on your channel. She said yes. So we probably have difference of opinions. We didn't discuss it with each other. Pretty much we just took notes. All right. This whole thing about wicked people talking about God and everything. So that's the first thing we grabbed me, because this is how it started out. This interview was so orchestrated. It was so friendly. It was like me looking out for the homie kind of thing. Come on, come do the interview with me. We can soften up the area and make sure, make sure it's at the end of the interview you come off looking good. Anyway, that's what this interview was about. Now, mind you, here's an individual who was accused by his stepdaughter, was accused of things that were along the lines of molestation. She went outside of her home for help. She went to school. School counselor went to police. She told them the same story. Police went and found him and questioned him along those lines, and based on his answers, gave them probable cause to arrest and charge him. Walk with me. The man started off the interview, I talked about me, a church boy, you know. I was raised in the church. And, you know, and them start laughing at everything, and they're like, I think one of them said, why, every time people get in trouble, them turn church people are them go, and he was like, no, but seriously, me a church boy, I was raised in the church, and you know, sometimes you have to just draw closer to God. The wickedest people nowadays have figured it out, and they're not afraid and they're not ashamed to use God. They're not really in and know God. They know that saying God is going to lead people to believe that they are now godly people. Now, Sam would have never do that, because, you know, him say him raised in a church and him is a godly person. Me see Pastor Rape in Jamaica. Me see Pastor Rape. Let me show you how strong this God stuff is. Me see Pastor rape a little girl in our church already, and Pastor get catch. And when Pastor get catch, the church sister them weren't concerned about the little girl that went and complained. They were concerned about Pastor, and the church sisters said, we are standing behind our pastor because he's a man of God, and the enemy is attacking him. Pray for Pastor, because strong man get weak too sometimes. That's what they said. Them never say you big nasty man, you up here preach about God to where and you rip off people and pick you as a rapist. Them never said none of that. Them say he's a man of God and the enemy is attacking him. And that's why him do that. And strong men get weak too. So pray for pastor. Not pray for the little girl who get traumatized. Pray for pastor. So to understand the levels to this God thing. Right now, anything me do, I come back over here so and say, I've given my life to God. You know, I'm drawing closer to God these days. I read my Bible, I study the word of the Lord. And I'm trying to draw closer to God and live within the word. And this, and boom, everybody drop back at your feet again. It's like a trending thing now. It's like a trending thing now. Some of them not know shame no more. On a brave, you know. Because me did raise in a church too. I tell you something, think about it already. I say, yo, I can open up one church, you know. I have the gift of gab. I can talk. I could draw people to a church, to a congregation. But here what? It always in the back of my mind say, boy, you will get strike down, boy. You will get strike down when you least expect it. So me not play them game there. But it look like them don't care. All right. I'm start off the interview about him a church boy. I was raised in the church and this had to draw closer to God. Things happen for you to make you to draw closer to God and all these things. Ari from the Fix kept saying that he was vindicated. I explained this yesterday. He was not vindicated. See, what the Fix did was the Fix sit down and talk to him like brethren's talking to brethren's, and you don't want your brethren look bad that this conversation is going out to the public. So she kept using words like he was vindicated. That guy was not vindicated. I explained it before. The law enforcement, prosecution did not have enough evidence to press forward and fully prosecute him. That is not a vindication. A vindication would be this. Now, give you an example. The things that Mr. Jones was accused of turned out to be all lies. They were proven to be lies. The person who accused him has recanted their story and has admitted to lying. You're vindicated. Them never have enough to charge you further. That's why you got let go. And again, how does one prove that one was touched if others weren't there to see it? It's kind of like one of those crimes where if your wife walk past me and me squeeze her breast, and she come home, come tell her, say, you know, say, SouFlo squeeze my breast today. I can stand in front of you and say, you have a lying ass wife. I never touched that woman. Me know, say, me squeeze her breast, you know. But I never touched that woman. And your wife did it and say, you liar, you touch me, you squeeze my breast. Okay, how do we prove that I did squeeze our breast? There is absolutely no friggin' way to prove it. You understand? So he committed what is called a lucky crime because there weren't, in this kind of a crime, it's not like, say, you shoot a gun and your fingerprint upon the shell casing that they found at the scene. It's not like, say, you commit a rape and your semen was found inside of a victim. You have to explain how it reached there. This is a kind of crime that minimal to no evidence is left behind except for the words of the accuser, the young girl. And that's why I'm get to it. That's why I'm get to it. So Ari kept saying throughout the interview how he was vindicated. Y'all get that off the table. He was not vindicated. It still stands. Then he went on to say he was vindicated the same day his granny died. Playing on people's emotions, right? Oh, his granny dead. That must be his granny working in the spirit or the universe working. Then him start talking about what him granny used to say. And granny pray for him. Granny used to pray for me when I go on deployments. Me want to know where the man they deployed to. He might have very well deployed. I want to know where he deployed to. Now I want to know his actual military history. What did he do in the military? How many deployments you went on? Where did you go for your deployments? Can drag Granny in this, but Granny would pray for him. And he was vindicated the day his granny died. He get the news that charges were dropped. Ari said, Ari. You see, Ari and Naro them. Ari said, it wasn't even a child. It wasn't even a child. It wasn't even a charge. It was like lewd and lascivious or something. It was actually lewd and lascivious molestation of a minor. So yes, it was a child. The whole interview, them just downplay everything, brush everything away, you know. Ari, who's interviewing him, said it wasn't even a child. It was just like lewd and lascivious something. How can you make frivolous a charge like lewd and lascivious molestation of a minor? If you look at the icon to the video this morning, you will see him standing in court with his attorney, and that copy paper that you see on there, that is exactly the report from the courthouse with the charge on it. Lewd and lascivious molestation of a minor under 16. And it said the child's age is between this and this in a bracket, 13 and 15 on the paperwork. I feel like the whole interview, the fix was just trying to save him. I feel like they were looking out for him. I feel like they were skirting past everything, minimizing everything, helping him to polish up his image. Then he went on to say, I was never charged. Hey, liar boy. I was never charged. Also, the whole of it out here delusional. I was never charged. I heard this undertone, you know, throughout the whole conversation. You don't notice that the only people who talk about me in a bad way are people when they have nothing to go on for themselves and them a try get little views and subscribers and fix up them little broke down platform or something like that. That was his tone, right? Anybody who is talking, anybody who is worth anything ain't really paying attention to this because they know what it is. Ninja, please. I was never charged. You liar. You liar. He was charged. He was charged. He was arrested and he was charged with lewd and lascivious molestation of a minor. It's a friggin' charge. He was charged. The man sit down there and then make him lie to them face enough. You see, this is why none of them could never sit in front of me and do no interview. Because I would have been like, whoa, stop. We live in 2025. What my phone there? See it here? It says you were charged right there, and the charge is lewd and lascivious molestation. It was too easy to do that. They let that slide. Him sit down about he was never charged. Bro, you were charged. You were arrested. You were charged. You were accused. You were questioned. Let me walk him through what happened to him, because him a go on like him don't know what happened to him. But we know that he is just being conniving, slithery. That's why he's pretending he doesn't know what happened. I wasn't charged. You were charged. Your child made an accusation. The accusation led to an investigation. You were questioned in the course of that investigation. Based on your answers to those questions, you created probable cause for an arrest. So you were arrested. And then when you were arrested, you know, when you say, officer, what am I being arrested for? them tell you what you did have been arrested for, which is called a charge. Your ass was charged with lewd and lascivious molestation of a minor. And we found out later that it was your stepdaughter. You understand what happened now? Yeah. For the people who are still backing him, who are still in the clouds and want to be lied to, don't come over here. Come here. You see how I laid it out for you? Go ask him if I not just that happened. Because it's exactly how it happened. He was interrogated. He answered in a shady manner, which created probable cause and a reason for an arrest. Police report said. When you're arrested, they have to write down the probable cause and then what the charge is. Ari said, when you did first get arrested, everybody carried the news, CMR arrested. But now that you are vindicated and the charges drop, I don't see anybody carrying the news that the charges drop. So they were so quick to talk about your downfall, but they're not quick to talk about your vindication. No one is celebrating charges being dropped against him because we all know why it was dropped against him. You know, he went on to talk about how he lost friends and all these things. Friends stop calling, friends this, friends that, because your friend them realize, big up your friend them will stop hang out with you and stop calling on them something there. Because your friend them realize you are that and they don't want to par with that. That's why. So just because them never have enough to charge you, doesn't mean your friend them don't know. Say a true little girl attack. So they separate themselves from you. Just like I would do. If I had a friend that was like that, I would separate myself from him. Birds of a feather flock together. No, you can't molest your daughter on Friday night and then Saturday night we popping bottles in the club together. No. And chasing young girl together behind your wife back. No. Oh, and that's your ammo because you got caught doing it. So I make you up. No. It got to the point, CMR said drop because they realized he was... Okay, so hear him at one point. You know why the charges got dropped? It got dropped because them realized, you know what? Him is a good little father man, you know. And a law-abiding citizen. Man, if you don't stop, the charges got dropped because the law realized that he's a good little father man and a law-abiding citizen. Ninja, it got dropped because y'all gaslight the shit out your daughter, your stepdaughter. It got dropped because your wife didn't stand 10 toes down with her child and didn't cooperate enough with law enforcement to bring charges against you. And then there was a minor involved in this who could not fully cooperate without parental consent as well. So y'all were able to manipulate the situation to get those charges dropped. Nara asks him, say, so on still, on still together and thing. Him show him wedding ring. We're not under the calling thing right now. No interruption right now, caller. No interruption right now. I understand that some people are triggered and people are going to be calling in and saying, I went through the same thing and all that. We'll have a segment for that after we go through this. All right? I'll run through the whole interview uninterrupted. Naro then asks him, when they're still together, like when they're still married and stuff, him show him, him said, I'm going to have on the ring. CMR said, me still have my ring. Remember, we are the only family that keep it real on social media. Boy, if you don't get your ass down from up there, we are the only family that keeps it real on social media. Only the sister, something wrong with that brother. The man asks you if you and your wife are still together. How is your answer? Y'all are the only family that keeps it real on social media. Let me tell you something. You see what they doing? Me and Shakira could have done that. Matter of fact, if you find a Jamaican vlogging couple that exists before SouFLo and Brains and the Beat who turned into Shakira, I'll pay you money. We did do that first. We were the first ones. Just didn't want to pursue all that because once we started vlogging, she couldn't handle what people were saying in the comment section about our kids, right? She's sensitive about our picking them. So when somebody I talk about, oh, your son retarded, or your son look like him retarded or something, wifey was like, you know what? I don't want my kids on. So no, we're not doing. That's how come I took the other channel, SouFLoTV, because the audience helped we make up the name for that channel there. She was Brains and the Beat. I was SouFLo. Somebody said, marry the two names, Brain Flow. And we came up with SouFLoTV for our family vlog channel. And because people kept saying disrespectful things, and she's super sensitive at the time, she was like, come here, tell her behind the scenes, me, I said, babe, I don't give a shit what nobody say. You know, maybe it's the army in me, I don't care. But once them people that not paying my bills, I don't care two shits what they say. Let's build this platform and have another stream of income and stuff. We can do the sponsorship deal, them, the this, the that, and the ever. She was like, nah, because I can't deal with people talking shit about my kids. I'm going to go off. So I said, all right, we have to go change the channel into something else. And the channel sat there for a minute with nobody doing anything with it. And one day I get up and I say, you know what? I was born in Jamaica, partially raised in the United States of America. I'm definitely entrenched in US culture. So how about I just turn that channel into following the things that I'm interested in and intrigued by in US culture. So I don't do no Jamaican topic, Caribbean stuff over there. I only do that. And that's how I woke up the channel, right? Anyway, with that said, imagine the man asks you if you and your wife still together, and your answer is, we are the only family that keep it real on social media. Something wrong with you. Yeah, something is wrong with you. This brother did not show one hint of concern, no level of remorse, drag your family through all this. It was just one of those things where, you know, I'm God's soldier and somebody tried dig a pit for me for falling up, but I'm vindicated. That's the image. That's the image. Is this a case where the accuser withdrew their accusations? I believe it was Ari that asked him, is this a case where the accuser withdrew their accusations? He, CMR, said, no, man, I don't want to speak on it too much still, but because I'm trying to protect the image. But if it was a case of it was somebody else, I would say, listen, if my 13-year-old stepdaughter talk about me, take her out of her bed while she asleep next to her sister, tippy toe in her room, come draw her out of bed, feel up her chest and breast area, and then draw her out the bed and put her on the floor at the foot of the bed, and then pull down her pants and all these things. At this point, I would definitely be like this. Yes, it's a case of she said some things and they weren't true. And she went and told them that what she said was not true. How can that damage anything? Your image already damaged. No need to try to protect her because everything tells us that you guys have made her out to be a liar. So whose image are you protecting? He said, that's his words. I don't want to speak on it too much, but because I'm trying to protect the image. Whose image are you protecting though? Because her image is damaged. Y'all damaged that little girl's image. The fact that you are around now doing interviews and stuff, everybody believes, okay, the little girl is a liar. That's why I'm get off, because she have to take back her story and say she lied. That's why. So why don't you come out and say, that was kind of a straightforward question. Is it a case where the accuser withdrew their accusations? And he said, no, man, I don't want to speak on it too much still. You're the interview, but don't want to speak on it too much. I would have been saying every damn thing to clear my name and my image. I never once touched my daughter in an inappropriate way. Matter of fact, I'm a stepdaughter. I don't look at her like no stepdaughter. I look at her because he kept beating that through in the interview. You notice when in the final, so she's step. Me never said it before. As if to say, I love her so much. She is my daughter regardless. So I would never. You need to say all that. She in her teenage years, she going through her stuff. I tried to discipline her. She friggin' told a lie on me. She understands now the consequences of those kinds of lies. How come you can't brave face say that? You notice how they skirt around that? Because the little girl still have not taken her story back. That's why. And if him ever come out and say she lied, that little girl will be somewhere telling us, he knows I wasn't lying. So them have to be delicate in their delivery. Ain't nobody image you trying to protect but your own. Because y'all already frigged up her image. Y'all have people out here who still support you who are saying, see that? The man vindicated. Him saying vindicated for the interview, bro. That means I'm not arrested. That means I lied. The little girl did not tell. Nance says, I strongly believe that she was forced to either withdraw her statement or no longer cooperate. How is your relationship with your daughter? Ari asked him. He talked about being, you know, that she being a stepdaughter and how he never put that out there. I have never told anybody she was my stepdaughter because I don't recognize her as a stepdaughter. I recognize her as my daughter. I may have her since she had 2 or something like that. There's a part where Ari said something about people talking this and that, and oh, you have to send it to attorneys. Wait, you have to sue them. Oh, she asked him about the charges that were brought against him. And if he's going to sue anybody. And he kind of made it seem like he has grounds to sue somebody. So she was like, oh, you have to send it to attorneys. Wait, you have to sue them. He also tried to shift the blame to the police officer, Kaitaja Empress, which is what I'm getting to. But instead of him do that, right, here he goes. Chris, big up yourself. Here he goes. Instead of doing that, hear him now. The people them who talk certain way about me, they have never shared a video for us. They have never purchased a product from us. So we don't really care what they say. Very interesting. We're not doing the calling now. We're not doing the calling now. Let me run through this. Caller, we are not doing the calling now. Let me run through this uninterrupted. The man said if the people them who never buy a product from them or share them video or watch them content are not, if you're not a supporter of them, then him not care. Basically, if you're not putting money in their pockets, then caller. Me not take no call right now. this whole frigga, right, about people wanting your demise. No one spoke about you in this manner before your stepdaughter made an accusation about you. So I don't know where this narrative about people wanting his demise comes from. You know, people are jealous. You know, people just jealous of your success, and you know them see you living good and this and that. Nobody wanted your. I never heard anybody speak like them. I try to tear down. Matter of fact, I don't follow them, so I wouldn't know. But it would be out there in the airspace, people putting out stuff about them. Nobody spoke about you like that until you did what you did, or until you were accused of doing what we believe you did. So stop pushing the narrative about people jealous of your success and want, you know, like want to see your downfall or your demise or something. I understand what you're doing though. You flipping the script. Deeper prayers. The man say our prayers make him and him wife more relaxed. Prayers. God. The gaslighting is on a whole nother level in this interview. Remember what gaslighting is, you know? I did a whole video. And usually when I try to educate, people end up not navigating towards intelligent material. Gaslighting is basically doing something and then convincing somebody that what you did never happened. That's what gaslighting is. So the level of gaslighting in this interview was upon the next level. Him talk about him didn't run away because he's a man that stand and face his battles head on because he knew he had nothing to run from and he would be vindicated. No. You didn't run because you couldn't run. You didn't run because you couldn't run. It all happened so fast you could not run. The morning you did what you did at that house and that child got up and went to school, you thought it was going to be a regular day. How come them couldn't find you till the next day? You went somewhere to think about running. Your ass couldn't run. But you had some of this plan too. Just in case. Yeah. He keeps reiterating that he never told anyone that this was a stepchild. And look how you found out. That proves nothing. He said in that interview, she is one of the best child ever. If she one of the best child ever, how come you told the officer in the thing, in the police report, that she has a pattern of lying, right? And now on the interview, she one of the best child ever. So the accusations coming from the best child ever is not matching up. One of the best daughter you could ask for. One of the best daughter you could ask for would accuse you of trying to molest her, of pulling down her pants, a molestation that, of molesting her. Tata Joy says, why did you make up a story and tell Mr. Vegas? Why not say what happened if it was nothing? Because he never thought it would go out to the public in the way that it did. So how she went from the best child ever to a liar? You see what I'm saying? How she went from the best child ever to a liar. When I look at CMR, this is what I see, right? I see somebody that was trying to do good but did a bad thing while trying to do good. This is the person I see before me. Everybody have them demons them struggle with, whatever it may be. Maybe it's your vices, you know, different levels. But for him, watching this interview, looking at him, his personality that he chose to put forward in that interview, because he look like him have many different personalities or quite a few different personalities. The one he chose to put forward in that interview, I'm looking at him as somebody who tries to do good. So I'm not saying there aren't good things that he does. But you did a bad thing. And you're trying to clean up that bad thing that you did. They got to a point in this interview where I started saying to myself, I would want to interview the fix. I would want to interview them about this interview only. Nothing else, just about this interview only. There was a point where Naro said something like, yeah, Carl, you call me all the time, you know, and it's kind of like they have a rapport, right? They have a rapport. They know each other beyond just that interview kind of thing. We've talked a few times before. We are platonic friends kind of thing. And I said, oh, okay, that explains it then. That explains it then. I'm still waiting to hear them ask, why was a camera in your 13-year-old's room? I'm still waiting to hear somebody say, so you're used to looking on the camera? Because she said it's accessible by an app on her mom's phone and she thinks you have access to it too. What was the purpose of that? Because you know it make you look like, say, you're spying on the little girl, right? Because in our bedroom is where we do our most intimate things. Dressing, play with yourself, all them something there. So why would you want to have a camera in her room? I mean, she's becoming of age. It's not like she's a baby. I was looking to hear real questions like those, right? I was waiting to hear them ask, so what happened to her story? Where did it go? Did it just like poof, vanish, and now everything is back to good? Where did her story go? Did she retract it? Did she admit to lying? Are you living at home? Because if you're vindicated, you should be back in your house. Are you living at home? Me not follow them, know. Somebody tell me saying him not living at home. I see somebody left a comment yesterday that said he's not living at home, SouFLo. He now has an apartment for himself. And Chrissy is happy about helping him to decorate that apartment. So if you have an apartment for yourself now and you've been vindicated, but you can't live back in that same house with your daughter, is that true vindication? CMR speaks, uses a lot of army jargon. He uses a lot of army mannerisms and ways of wording things. And I know because I served in the same army where him serving. I don't know if we did the same things, but we served in the same army. Him can't fool most people. Because one thing the army teaches you to be is confident, all when you don't know what you do. But you will appear as a leader. You will appear confident. So he used that to appear confident in him Ross lie them. Knowing damn well he was lying. Why did you tell the police to go check the cameras and they will see that you didn't enter the room when you knew that those cameras do not keep footage? I was waiting for that question. Who installed the camera? I was waiting for that question. Because whoever installed the camera had to have known that that camera don't hold footage. Hi, beautiful. Hi, gorgy. It's Friday, mommy.
Yeah, I'm going to school and that's the last.
It's the last day. And you get your brothers and your sister today. You go pick up everybody. What you looking at? You looking at your pretty face? You see your pretty face?
Who is that?
Somebody calling in, but I'm not taking any phone calls right now. We're going to do an outfit check for Milani and send Milani on her way. It's still cold here in our part of Florida. Well, this is cold for us. You know, Florida stay already. Outfit check. Ready, mommy?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Show off the hair first. Got to show off the hair first. Ooh, you go, girl. Show off the hair of that beautiful little girl right there. Daddy's princess. Ooh, she's showing off her hair. And you're going to show off your outfit. Today we rocking this fleece top. Ooh, stand up right there. It's very soft and it's thick. It's comfy. Comfy is the word. Okay, and we rocking gray sweats today with some Pumas. Show your Pumas. Pink Pumas. It is pink socks, pink top. Pink is her color, and pink beads in the hair to match the outfit. And then, of course, that gorgeous little face of hers.
And this is the owl.
And this is the owl?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. And you gotta tell these people bye so you can go to school.
Yeah.
Say bye, everybody. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
All right. Give me my love up now.
Daddy.
I love you.
Can you pick me up?
Mm-hmm. I'm coming to pick you up with mommy. All right. All right. See you soon. All right. Go have fun.
Did you put eye drops in your eye when you were in the car?
Yes. Go. I love you.
Love you.
Put your shirt down. Okay. Close my door. Thank you. All right. Here we are. Back to this now. Why did he tell the police to go check the cameras? You see, I believe, it is my firm belief that when the police, cause remember, you know, when the same day when the little girl complained to the school people and they brought her to the police, when them a look for him, police couldn't find him, you know. Police couldn't find him. They found him the next day. See? All right. Now, why did you tell the police? You didn't expect that line of questioning. That's why you answered the way you answered, which is what caused the probable cause to arrest you, which is why you were arrested on probable cause. You are right, but you were also charged, though. And if you weren't charged, why would you be released on bail? You were released on bail pending an investigation. I want y'all to think about that, you know. Don't make it go over your head. When the police corner people and them get nervous, you see them start answer and they're answering, trying to be truthful, but them are try back themselves at the same time. So you have to think, oh shit, they right here. I answer wrong, I'm going to jail, right? And I have to try to think how to get myself out of this. So when they're like, oh, you went into the room, the little girl said you took her out the bed, put her on the floor. He was like, no, I didn't go into the room. you could go upstairs and check the cameras. Why would you say you could go upstairs and check the cameras knowing the cameras don't keep no footage? You know the camera don't keep no footage. I tell the police go check your camera for footage to prove say you never go in the room. And she already told a story about being on the floor. So you have to back it now with a story about on the floor. No, this is what really happened. I opened the door and saw her on the floor. So she did up on the floor already. Playing with herself. By the way, right? Not to sexualize a child, but just to say this. Around these ages is when we start exploring our bodies. If you are a parent out there of teenage boys or girls, you will notice around these age groups, they start to spend more time in the bathroom. If you go a step back further and remember yourself being around these ages, at them age you start say, oh, this feel good. Oh, you know, you start touch yourself places and discover your body now. And this is also where your body is going through all kinds of changes now, right? Hormonal changes now. If y'all knew all this, that's another reason why I beg to ask, why y'all put a camera in her room? And people, don't make the party go over your head either. It was the little girl who first told the police that there's a camera in her room. I think she thought the camera had footage, so she was like, yes, I have proof. Go look at the cameras in my room. There's a camera in my room as well. I'm going to tell them before they take it down. But what the poor thing didn't know was that they set that camera to not keep footage. To me, this is somebody who knew damn well what they were doing and backing themselves up at the same time. I kind of believe that that mother, maybe the mom is not tech savvy, but don't trust him at the same time. It's weird, but love him, but don't trust him. So she's like, something suspicious are going on. I put a camera in my daughter's room. And he's like, yeah, man, I'll put up the camera and put up the camera. But he makes sure, say, him set the camera to not record footage, not keep footage. Or when he bought a camera that only views but doesn't keep footage. Why else would there be a camera in that little girl's room? And you know, somebody said in the comment section here, SouFlo, if my teenager is sneaking out, let's say that's the scenario, I'll put a camera outside her door and outside her bedroom window. You would have to catch her leaving at those points. Where else she gonna left? She can't teleport and go through the roof. She would have to left through the door or the window, right? But the camera inside of her room, and nobody's asking him about it, like says a natural thing. This Ross Fix interview, they really fixed this for him, is what they thought they were doing in this interview. Why is there a camera in a 13-year-old girl's bedroom? Where is the report of her recanting her story? If she recant the story, it would equal false accusation. If false accusation was done, it would mean you were fully vindicated. Where is it? Are you back in your house with all your girls? If not, then why? Explain those things to us. Naro says, it's difficult to talk about, you know, because you always been our caller. You know, always acknowledge it and thing. Always been our caller. Me never call them yet. Me no want to be nobody friend. But apparently, they have a soft spot for him. This is difficult to talk about because you always been our caller. So they weren't just doing their jobs as interviewers. they were doing it from a perspective of we have to help him look good. What I saw, and I told y'all I've been studying like gaslighting and narcissism, and right now I have to do 3 courses. And one of the course them, I just wrote them down from the instructor last night, right here. Abnormal psychology, lifespan development, and statistics. Those are my 3 courses that I have to complete now. In order to get into my program. I thought to myself, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to diagnose nobody. But I thought I was looking at a full-blown narcissist, man, throughout the whole interview. I'm like, yo, this guy is spot on. He's spot on. Reiterate, I was never charged. Investigator never did her job well. And we will see how that goes. That's when Ari said, wait, you have to send it to a lawyer? You're suing them? Investigator never did her job well. The investigator was told something. The investigator was told something, and the investigator acted on what they were told. Don't worry, I'm gonna open up the phones in like 5 minutes. The investigator were acting on what they were told. Him not have nobody for sue. He lied. He was charged. Lewd and lascivious molestation of a minor. Let's get this clear. The next one is the only reason he got away was because they didn't cooperate with law enforcement and the mother never stood with her child. That's the only reason. He was charged. The name of the charge was lewd and lascivious molestation of a minor. He was held, arrested, and he was released on bond. What's the $7,500 bond? And he has nobody to sue. He has nobody to sue because the investigators did what they were supposed to do. We saw the report, and this is why the video of the arrest is very important, because the video of the questioning leading up to the arrest will tell you a lot. But if you read it in the report, you could see how the probable cause was built that should have led to an arrest. As for the brands, a lot of people think they can stop that. He said, a lot of people think them can stop them food. A lot of people think they ask him about the brands, right? And doing sponsorship deals with different companies or whatever. And he's like, yeah, a lot of people think them can stop that. Basically, he's saying, we'll get back to that. Like, we'll get back to the brands and working with the brands and going on with life as usual. But they can't stop nothing. A lot of people think them can stop it, but they can't stop nothing. I gathered that the Fix, the whole team, they were so friendly. They were so feeding. They were so biased. They were so scared to actually ask the real questions. And again, you were never vindicated because the accusation is still there. He went on to talk about live podcasts and books and other things in the works, and now them can go to movie and this and that and all other kind of something. More content, more money, whatever. Transparency, overshare, realness. This man said he has always been transparent. And sometimes him overshare and him think that is the part of the problem. No more oversharing. What is the major lesson you learned from this? His reply was, don't trust people, and that there's a greater calling. Use your experience to wisen up someone else. Be a better parent. I said, yeah, pardon my language, be a better parent and stop trying to fuck your stepdaughter. That would help. That's along the lines of being a better parent. When they asked him what did he learn from all this, him said, don't trust people. Don't trust who? Wasn't nobody putting nothing on you. Unless you're saying don't trust your stepdaughter because she lied on you. Don't trust people. What people? There's a greater calling. Use your experience to wisen up someone else and be a better parent. And I said, yeah, be a better parent. Stop trying to fuck your little stepdaughter. Where is her story? He gets to speak, right? He gets to go around doing interviews and say whatever he wants to say and twist this story however he wants to twist it in the public eye. That child doesn't get a platform. That child doesn't get to speak. That child doesn't get to say her side of the story. Yeah, they let him go, but I still stand on what I said. Or I was upset with him, so I made up a story. We want to hear. And like I said yesterday, y'all always have her on camera. Have her on camera for this and have a discussion about this. Since you claim y'all are the family the only family on social media that keeps it real. Since you clear that you are always transparent, this is what transparency would look like. It would look like you putting her on camera again like y'all always do, so it's not far-fetched, and having a Q&A or a conversation about what happened. Y'all won't do it though, because the truth will come out and it would damage the brand and the facade that you're trying to build and protect. The Fix was instrumental in helping to bury that young girl's story. After watching the interview, my final conclusion was, I really don't like the boy they know. Never have nothing against him before. Never had, me no walk around with money in my thoughts. But after watching that interview, stemming from the whole accusation to the whole everything that went on and now this, platforms like The Fix and others, they will never call me for an interview. They will never call me for an interview. I'm a black sheep. People like those fear me. I'll be in an interview and turn around interviewing the interviewer. The interviewee turns into the interviewer. I realize that in order to be in a certain crowd or be around certain people, you have to be flawed like they are and be willing to cover up. It's like Jay-Z Jay-Z has a song where he said, it's a secret society. All we ask is trust. And that's what it kind of remind me of. Kind of remind me of some little group and clique where no worry man, we help you and we'll look out for you and you look out for we and you promo for we and we promo for you and we help you polish up your image and you help we expand for we and you know what I mean? The Fix is a team. It's a team of people. I'm one person. Look at their numbers. Look at mine. If you talk about numbers for videos like the views, different story, more salacious there. But if you talk about consistency, longevity, subscribers, I'm one person though, right? We affect change, family. That's what we do. We affect change. Some people don't want to see that though. At the end of the day, closing my book on my notes for that interview, I came away from that interview convinced more than ever that fucker guilty. That's what I walked away thinking. He's guilty as hell, but he got away this time. And I still have the bag of question them. Why was there a camera in her room? Who put the camera up? Is that a camera that's able to record? Because if it is, why was it set to not record, just to view? Voyeurism. If it's a camera that only views and not record, somebody purposely bought that type of a camera. Who was it? You know, I have questions that they'll be afraid to answer. And again, he gets to have a platform. He gets to speak and spin a story however he wants it. That poor little girl don't get no interviews. She don't get asked the questions where she gets a chance to answer publicly. She don't get to spin nothing. She just goes off into the shadows as a little liar that disrupted her family's peace and tore her family apart for a second. And that's where it stops. Yeah. Fucked up. That's all I can say. So that, for the people who said, watch the interview SouFLo, I can't wait for your face, that's what I came away with from that. That's what I came away with from that. Wicked people, man. I said it before, I say it again. Y'all keep that little girl in your prayers because they claim they are being transparent, but they are far from transparent. Even now, they are far from transparent. And I know it can't be all good behind the scenes. There's no way my child makes that accusation about me and I'm comfortable around that child ever. Even if the child come out and say, I'm sorry, daddy, I lied to the people. I was just mad because you punished me. I still would never be comfortable around that child again. They don't want to get into that uncomfortable part, though. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I am well. Thank you for that breakdown of the interview, for watching it and giving us your comments.
Indeed.
You said something that was really powerful. You see, with the interview, people go on certain platforms because they know they won't be pushed. Okay,
Yes.
That could be the same reason why, if we look at certain celebrities, just generally speaking, they may go on The View or may go on another show, but not Wendy Williams, because maybe they feel that she's going to ask questions that they don't want to answer or push back, right? When they don't really answer the question.
Right.
And when you have a certain level of integrity, a lot of people can't stand before that because they're going to have to face themselves, right?
Yep.
But I just want to say to you, continue to do what you're doing. I always say your people will find you, and it's clear that your people have found you and will continue to find you. Amen. So just keep up the excellent work.
Amen.
Thank you for all you do. Take care.
All right, you too now. Yeah. Listen. Jenny Duncan says the saying is guilty until proven innocent. He cannot even prove his innocence ever by his actions. The wife is no better. They're selfish, and God will intervene at some point in the very near future. We will see. We will see. But I stand with that little girl and I stand with her story. And until they're able to prove to me that she lied and she recanted her story, and that's why he is not being prosecuted further, I'm sticking to what the little girl said, and I'm sticking to what the original police report said, because you were not vindicated. They just didn't have enough. This is what I want people to understand from this, please. Because they didn't have enough evidence to pursue further prosecution does not mean you are vindicated. It means they just didn't gather enough. They couldn't gather enough. And like I said before, if I grab your titties or grab your butt, that's sexual molestation. But if you go tell, I'm going to the police, I'm going to say, go on now, let me see who them are going to believe. I'm confident that you can't prove that I grabbed you. How when you grab somebody body parts or feel them up, you don't leave fingerprint and all these things where they can say, oh, we're lifting the fingerprint off the titties. Yup, you were here, you touched these breasts. It's one of those crimes that basically somebody got to be around to bear witness, else you can walk. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yes, SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Donna Thompson. You must know my voice by now.
Talk to me now.
Listen, the 6 dropped the ball and this one. You understand me? Them to ask the right question than what I'm supposed to ask. Me still can't understand why a camera is in the little girl room.
The interview was very friendly, wasn't it?
A friendly interview, that man. Right. Drop the ball from that man.
The interview was very friendly.
So let me ask you something. The little, all the little girl is 13?
13, it said in the report.
Why you don't look for your wife? You see when she come out of the bathroom, she roll up her foot and you dry out her little things. And that you want to look for? You want to see when she put on her pad? Our CMR name, SouFLo? Criminal mind, RAPIST.
The C, the M, and the R.
You hear me? You hear me just spell? Criminal mind, RAPIST. Yeah. What you look for? And what make you never put up one camera in your wife room? In a fear or something you have to look. You damn bright and out of that. Calm down, you pussy old boy. Have a nice day, SouFLo. Sorry for that word.
Manners and respect, family.
Guess what, SouFLo? Let me give you one little intro. I just watch School Challenge and guess what? One little low class school beat Arden I. Have a nice day.
All right, have a nice day.
All right.
I saw. So the caller took your acronym, the C, the M, and the R, and turned it into what they turned it into. Don't get hurt, because that was the caller. It wasn't me. I'm still asking pertinent and relevant questions. That caller is asking pertinent and relevant questions as well. I'm telling y'all, this is so important to find out the answer to. And I want y'all to press them for the answer. What was the purpose of a camera in that little girl's room? And then what was the purpose of having a camera that can only view but cannot record and keep footage? Did Chrissy know all along that that camera couldn't keep footage? Very important. Did the mother know all along that that camera couldn't keep footage? Because she have it up on her phone through the app and she has said, I can view anytime and I can back up the footage anytime to see if so my daughter always safe. I wonder if she find out later when this happened, there's no footage because the camera don't keep footage. Because if you're not tech savvy, you wouldn't know. Everybody sees a camera and automatically thinks, I'm being recorded. That's just the normal way, chain of thought, right? When you see a camera. I'm guessing they realized later, both the little girl and probably the mother realized later, say, the camera don't have no footage. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. I've been trying to reach out to you guys for a couple of days now, but I'm happy that I finally get through.
All right.
All right, boss. So I'm going to touch on a couple of things. I am from Richmond, Jamaica, and when CMR went down for his grandmother's funeral, he went to go see a guy to deal with what was going on. So if you can read between the lines there.
Barnyard, Obiaman, them kind of something there, yeah.
All right. So that was that. So said, so done. A couple of days later, we hear the case drop.
Where you hear about that though? So I'm go see a person where deal with them thing there.
Sorry, boss man, can you repeat that again?
Where you hear that though, or how you know that? Same good, because me hear the same thing, but I'm asking for some kind of backstory to it. Like, how you know that?
Well, the reason why I know is because my cousin that frequents the area where the person is told me the story. And the way Richmond is set up, it's not a big town. It's a very small town. So the news travel very, very fast. So, but my cousin saw it firsthand. Him going to that direction.
Okay.
So said, so done, the charges drop. All right, good, fine. Then we start here upon another not TikTok, a YouTuber, J Progress. Basically a bun we out saying that, whoever thinks says CMR do it, this and that and da can SYM and all these things and the whole everybody ever gets sued. Well, guess what? CMR can't sue me because until the day me die, I'm gonna continue to believe that that man touched that little girl. And every time on the fix, they went to go ask him a question of some relevance. He kept on saying, "Oh, I'll answer it off the air, off the air." He kept on saying that over and over and over. It's me as a person of innocence, and I am coming on the fix to vindicate myself from these charges. I am going to answer every question openly.
Right. And be transparent like he says he is.
Exactly.
It's him saying deal with transparency,
Exactly. He kept on saying, "Oh, I'm transparent. We're transparent people." No, you guys are not. Because that was your time to shine on the fix and state your case and say, "Oh, this is not what happened." If you want to say your stepdaughter lied on you, that was the time to say, "All right, well, she was upset or whatever, and she tell a lie upon me or whatever the case may be." But you didn't do none of that.
He could have listen. If that was me, and if it's true that that's how it went, it would not have hurt anybody. Because guess what? You would have also he could have also humanized that little girl. Because he would have said, picnic still, how parenting go, how we have to lay down the law sometimes, and how teenager operate, right? So my daughter was being vindictive because I disciplined her, and then them can ask you, so you're vexed with her because she caused all this. And the answer could be, no, me not vexed with her. Me love her same way. Me just make her know say things like these have severe consequences, and she see how the thing could have turned out, right? So we learn from that and we move forward as a family. That's a way to answer that. If he could have, but he can't answer down the line there.
Yes, because he knows that it would be a lie.
Yes, it would be a lie, and because the little girl don't recount her story.
All right, then.
Yeah.
And then look at where he chose to do his first interview. The fix. According to the fix, because the fix made it very clear that they are brethren. So it's kind of like, to me, I feel like he called in a favor and reached out to them because it's not even like said him check them when he was in Jamaica. Then take them money from and fly on a plane, come to my Fort Lauderdale and do the interview with him because him calling me chip in favor with them.
Not just for him though. They were in Florida for a while. They were here for a bigger event that was happening. I think it's the boat ride that had all these stars on it. The I forgot, the Love and Harmony cruise, I believe it was. They were there for. And that's why you will see like Tony Mataran just did an interview in the same spot. So while they were here, they racked up a bunch of interviews and now they're back in Jamaica, but they now release those interviews one behind the other slowly. So it might seem like they came in for him specifically. The same time, them the World Dog interview, Theme interview shortly after, Tony Mataran interview, etc., etc. So yeah,
they
didn't fly in just
like
for him.
Pre-recorded then, but
pre-recorded, but just being released. Yes.
Got you. Okay then.
Right.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, justice for Jay, and I'm not gonna stop saying that.
Absolutely.
I read CMR from front, back, and center, and he's a liar, a con artist, and most importantly, a narcissist.
All right, my friend. I appreciate you greatly. Care. Have a good one.
You too as well.
All right. Listen, the people are entitled to say how they feel. And that's what they're doing. Okay? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo.
Yeah, fam, what go on?
Yeah, we tell information.
What information?
Come here. You just say you ain't here, say. Hey man, go check him monkey man, don't a rich man.
Yeah, me did hear.
You know, you not talk there, sitting there.
Because I sitting when me hear, bro. So me no want just chat when me hear say. Sometimes I want to talk about things that me can prove. And true, me can't prove, you know, hearsay. I just a hearsay.
Okay,
you know how them stay already.
I thought Mr. SouFLo will tell information for the
people.
No,
sir, no.
We the people not stand for that, you know.
A whole heap of them out here did I say it. That's me here.
Seen, but why would I want to look like it? Because there is no way. There is no way. It can't turn out how it turn out. You know what, me start watching interview, yo. And me know, when me come up, just couldn't take it. Because me I look for a man like, you know, like when an artist sit on a paint one picture. And that me say.
Yes.
Like him carefully I watch why I say, you know, so not to make him look too bad. You know, so not to make the daughter look bad, but you know, so not to make she look good. I don't like that. I'm lose our 5 fix for that.
Yeah, the fix was very...
To how he come down and told them attack all them afraid that coming like said, I think would have gone with you, I got to brains for your interview.
Right.
Good thing.
Right.
Yo, I don't know. So I call them and tell them, say, you know, if you take them down now, then if you come down now, you see, they come play right now while I would face.
Yeah.
Right now while I would face. But no, I don't know what happened, but I know something happened.
Exactly, bro.
That's why you ain't got jail because something happened.
Me stick to the little girl's story. Until them can prove different story.
Remember, you know, I go where I go and I come them, I come a little one.
Yep, same thing my grandfather used to say, no, brother.
Little one go contact. And he probably stand to lose way more than now. Anyhow, that's my 2 cents.
Manners.
Let's say.
So, yeah, I tell you about that karma, man. When that karma come through, that karma never come through when you expect it to know. And when you think of peace and safety and sudden destruction reach up. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yeah, morning, bro.
Morning, family. How you doing?
Yeah, man. I give me thanks for life, brother. You know what I'm saying? I was checking this thing here, right? And now I understand. I see where it's coming from. I can tell you what I say now. Chrissy playing this game to save her child's father's face for the rest of his life. right? Meaning that she's going to suffer her little child for the sake of this man because she got some trouble with this man that who she don't want for the rest of her children's life with him to be staying that when he there go to school, there for here, that their father is a pedophile and all them something there. So she played the game where she just attacked the man now and tried to save that name that's going to be attached to his name for the rest of his life. But after everything blow up, remember what I tell you, she gonna leave him because she's hearing too much other females and other sensible people out there words that stating, yo, right now, this man can't be around my child, and I don't like this man.
You think after everything blow over, she gonna leave him? Yeah, your phone gone, brother. You're gone underwater. You're gone underwater.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. So whoever's there coming from, I think she's being very selfish, right? But at the same time, I see exactly what she's doing, and she's wrong for doing it because that man can do the same very thing in the future to somebody else's daughter or to his own child. Or like I hear a lady said the other day, he could turn up to kill she because he don't got the boundaries, brother. I believe that little girl. Hey, listen to me. An angel gotta come down from somewhere and tell me that this little girl lying. I don't believe she lying, brother. I don't believe she. And it disgusts me the other day when I hear that man trying to talk in defense of speculations and all kind of things. But you do the right thing. Set him in place and then hang up the phone. Because then this platform is not tolerance for that kind of nastiness, brother. Pure nastiness that would be. So I listen to the As a Fix program, I listen to it. I started out listening to it with my mind already set. It disgusts me. I say, you know what? Hold your belly and hear what this man got to say because I just want to see what I hear what he got to say.
Right.
And all I hear from him was trying to paint a perfect picture of a wonderful father, right? That's the picture he tried to paint on the face. Right. So then that who know the story and following the story and not like the man that you talked to the other day that who he ain't know the whole story, but yet he talking like in defense of that nasty man. He and that man could hold hands. I think that's his twin brother or something. The two of them gotta be family. You understand? Nastiness. But that is my 2 cents change, brother, for this year. You understand?
All right, my brother.
And I say like this here, every man out there that who stand against the thing, voice should be heard because we men should not be in the light of a place where people looking at we as predators, even unto children, brother. And nastiness, brother. No place for that place. So respect and manners, bro.
Manners and respect, bro.
Yes, I am. Easy.
Boy. I'll talk about one more call still. There comes 3 calls. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo, good morning.
Can't hear your family. You have some Bluetooth or speaker or something, or you're far away from your phone.
Oh, what now? Are you hearing me now?
Yes, sorta, kinda. Talk now.
No, I was just saying. Don't worry. She will be 18 in a few years, and then she will speak her truth one day. She's gonna be an adult, and no one can stop her. You understand?
So eventually it'll come out anyways.
One day.
One day.
Yeah.
All right, caller.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
I'm good. Question for you. I know Jay is a minor, so she can't really go there and say much. Do you think they can impose some type of gag order where when she even reached the age of 18, she's still not allowed to comment on what took place?
No.
Okay.
No. Matter of fact, right now, she can go right back to school and go right back to the same people that she went to before and say, this is why it's important to ask, is he in the house? Because if he's back in the house, that child really wants out, that child go right back to the same school counselors, go right back to the same police officers. They will remove her from the house even if they have nothing, even if they don't have enough to prosecute him further.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks for that.
All right, now have a good one. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yeah, morning, SouFLo. So, I wanted to put a different twist to this camera being in the room thing, you know.
Why?
I put it to you that camera in the room, Chris put it in there to watch this boy, because Chris know him as a thick puppet. You understand?
But why would she put it in there only to view?
Okay.
Because
that's something else. No. That's something else I'm gonna explain to you. You see these cameras? Them come with you can add a what you call that thing? Like we have the memory chip thing. And that is what the data is stored on. So you see, if you take the chip out, you only get the voyage type of thing. It doesn't store unless there's a chip inside the actual device.
Right. But why would you store a camera? Why would you put up a camera that in order for you to okay, so if you put up a camera in my house, right? The only way me I gonna know somebody is breaking in my house is if I'm watching the person break in at the time they're breaking in. That means there would be no use for me to put up a voyeur camera like that. Because I try to catch people when I'm not here and I'm not paying attention, I can still have footage and I can show that to law enforcement where they can make an arrest. Or at least me know who breaking in my house. Not true?
Yeah, but let me tell you about this particular camera that I'm talking about now. Because I have one of those like daily monitoring type of camera. You see this camera? You can watch it remotely. And but you see the chip that I'm telling you about, the memory chip, if that is taken out, you can't view like videos like maybe a minute ago, or you only have to watch it in voyage for
I understand that, my brother.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but remember this guy knows too, so when he knows of the case, he'll be the one who would go and take the chip out of it. You understand? So exactly. So him is the one corrupting the case, and
so if he removed the chip from the camera, then that means that he would have removed all footages gathered by that camera.
Exactly.
And him could just easily tell them, say, well, the camera was just viewing, we didn't put a chip in.
Exactly. So unless persons who have access to it actually download stored things before it was removed, you don't have no access. So it's just in void.
Do you see now why me ask the questions who put up the camera there? Did they know the camera was set to that mode to where it only views and don't record and these kind of things? It's important to know the answer to these questions.
Yeah,
because it paints the picture clearly for all of us.
Yeah, so that is something that I'm looking at as I know of those type of cameras. So him being privy to what's coming because he probably know what he has done. And I think too, when we look back at, you see, him have a pattern, you know, because every time when it comes around like maybe like Independence, Christmas, him always act out. This boy is sick. You understand? And then him come and him playing at the people and face up. You know, just like him usually come and tell the other girls, say, hey, tell the people himself it's a prank. And you know what I mean? Like him not know it's serious people up here with serious like what? You know what I mean? Like some kind of big kind of thing, like the way he deal with the followers and him support. But that with the camera though, it could be a case where they take the SIM card out of it. Then there will be no storage available. But if you have it, the thing is,
and law enforcement also could not even say, prove that it was recorded and holding footage, or there was a SIM card in it either, because there's no way to prove that.
Exactly.
Wow.
So that's the thing. So unless Christy plans to step up to the table and do what she has to do, I mean, you know, I'm not trying to throw Chrissy underneath the bus because
and where was he? Where was he the 24-hour period when them couldn't find him from the day the little girl? It wasn't really 24 hours, but they didn't find him till the next day. So where was he then? Them the question there.
In my panic and I see consultation with
all right.
people how to beat it.
All right.
And you see him actually figured it out because people stepped in and helped him, right? I advise him.
Wow.
How to corrupt the case. You know what I mean? So him had an angle from Chrissy and you know, Chrissy work with, but I think I'm not trying to throw Chrissy under the bus just yet. So I'm not advise people not to. I think that girl's crying out to help and nobody not real. You know what I mean? But maybe she get actually from friends of all these things. Who really talk for?
Yeah, I not see that still, but all right.
Well, I don't know, we just have to presume.
Yeah, me know. All right, my brother. Valid points made. I appreciate it. Thank you. Wicked insight. Wanna see? All right, we're gonna do one more call. Like I said before, I have a class coming up at 10 o'clock, which I have to prepare for. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for the job that you're doing. Because trust me, I've been a victim of that. And it hurt me my whole life. I feel if I let this girl sometimes I have to sit and cry. I just hope to get justice personally. I hope my mother looking for herself and know that one day that child is going to face her. No matter how much things she give her a material thing, it's not going to work because she feels that pain inside. Maybe she can't express it more, but I'm sure she's feeling that pain. Everybody's looking down.
Yeah, but on speaker or Bluetooth or something like that, because we can't really hear you. You know, you sound very muffled.
Oh, someday she going to hear that, mom. Because I know the pain she feels. I've been a victim all my whole life and it hurt me soulful. I'm 45 years old now. And I know what I feel like, trust me. I can, you know how I get over this? It's like 3 weeks ago I was hearing a program and I talked. I was just crying in my kitchen and I just talked and I said it's time to let it go, let it out my heart. Because it hurt my whole life to know that I've been sexual abused at a young age and there was no one to tell who would believe me. And I live with that pain, I live with that fear my whole entire life.
Damn.
So I feel it for that child, trust me, I feel it for her and know what she's going through. It take away everything from you in life. It make you think of yourself less like you're not worthy or anything. But I'm just praying for her and we hope we all stand for Jay, because she has to get justice. And I don't like that man, I hate him for what he do to her. I want justice for Jay. I want justice that little child. Remember me tell you. Because I know it pain she feel. I'm a grown woman with my kids and grown and it still hurt me till today. I can't hardly get over it. Every time I think about it. When I could have do different in my life, why it happened to me?
So that affected every relationship you've been in and all that?
Every relationship is like there's something I keep hiding. I can't express. I'm just scared. I'm just feared. And I fear for my children that I wouldn't leave them nowhere with no one. My oldest child is 17 and from she's born, only her dad I left her with. Until I said, no, I don't want to leave her with her dad no more. I just have her by my side.
Because you fear that things might happen to her the same that happened to you, right?
Exactly.
Horror. Damn.
Even if I'm leaving to go visit Jamaica and where I have to carry my kids, I can't leave them. Even if they're old enough, I just can't, because I can't get over that fear. I don't know what I do with me. Or she tell me, say somebody touch her in a way where she not like me. Even tell my kids, let me say, listen, don't make nobody touch you, no farm away, no pass, no limit to touch you. I don't care who, no touch at all. Not even mean if it touch you in no kind of way.
So what you do to heal yourself? Well, I mean, how is your healing process going? I'm curious.
Since like, let me tell you, since like I talked about it like a few weeks ago, it's kind of a relief that I know that people understand what I'm going through.
So you
and
just
how
start
it feels
talking
to be
about it.
hurt.
You just start talking about it.
I just start talking about and since I see Jay's situation because it bubble up inside of me, make me so angry sometimes, so ignorant. I don't even want nobody to touch me no kind of way. Don't even if I'm at the job and your hand even bounce and touch me certain way, me just get. Yep.
Damn.
It hurt me my whole life, trust me. So that's why I say me just hope, me just pray, and that guy think it's gonna be alright. Listen, his karma is gonna come, and when him think everything Chris and Corey, oh my God, cause him a go back and do the same thing. That not gonna change. Him just a wait till he cool down until he say yes, everything alright. Because it's just inside of him, he can't change. And until he tell the truth and be honest and look into himself, even how much church him a go in, not gonna make no difference.
Well, my sister, I pray continued healing for you. People heal from different methods. You know, sometimes talking helps some people and it don't help others. Some people have to go get some more help other than talking. But if you feel like that's a way for you to start feeling better, and I want you to remember something, it wasn't your fault. Things happen and it happened to you, and you have to go accept that that happened, and that is something that, you know, is a part of your journey. You're still here, you're still there, you still have life, you're still living, and you're still breathing. You're also teaching at the same time. So be that shining example and continue to be that good protective mom that you are of your children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? God goes.
And I just don't want to protect my children, all the other children, one girls, because I know how it feels. Trust me.
God be with you.
Well, thank you for the job that you're doing, and keep on elaborating, because you have to get justice, SouFlo. She have to get justice one day.
Manners and respect.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. All right. We're going to wrap up. Keep saying no more calls. No more calls, but the calls keep coming. We have to go cut the calls, them in the calls. The phone just pull up, so. Let's see. All right. This is what we're going to do. I was going to answer you. All right, check it. No more calls for the morning. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to finish up in the next 5 to 10 minutes. We're going to finish up in the next 5 to 10 minutes. No more calls for the morning. Like I said before, I have a class that starts at 10 a.m. and it's now 9:33. That's why we got started super early this morning, anticipating the start of that class. We could go on and on all morning if I didn't have the class, but we have a class that starts at 10. So, Flo, I'm going to need you to get a new phone. My poor ears. Well, RR123. RR123, I'll get a new phone soon. All right. In due time, very soon. By this time next week, we'll have a new phone. Now they're trying to appease to the Jamaican audience by telling them that they have the link to H1 visas. People work with SouFlo. No, please. All right, listen. This is where we at. Let's wrap up a couple of stories in one. All right, in passing. So, immigration bill is about to be passed. It has passed all stages, and it is now waiting to be signed. First of all, Donald Trump announced yesterday that he has 100 executive orders signed and ready to go on his first day. With that, yesterday we were going to talk about, because news broke yesterday that says people are self-deporting in great numbers. And the reason why they're self-deporting in great numbers, anticipating Donald Trump getting into office, is because, for one, a lot of these people are convinced that if they self-deport, it will be easier for them to come back in, other than if you are deported. I honestly never really seen nobody get deported and was able to come back, except for Busy Signal and Bujo Bantan. But Bujo self-deported. Bujo didn't get deported. You understand? So the idea that if you self-deport, it probably holds some truth to it. I don't know. But self-deport or them deport you, people are leaving voluntarily. here's what's gonna happen, right? A lot of people are scared of lockup, claustrophobic, all these other kind of things. Plus, when them lock you in their institutions and facilities, they do what they please with you. I remember one time where they were giving the women sterile shots while they were locked up. Immigrants trying to make it in, and they were shooting them with shots that would make them sterile so they couldn't have any more children. And then, of course, when the pandemic hit, that was a large population for everybody get a job, whether you wanted it or not, right? These kind of things. So a lot of people are fearful about being locked in and being incarcerated. What you don't realize is these immigration camps, they're pretty much like prison. They're pretty much like prisons. You get a uniform, you're behind barbed wire fences and walls. Sometimes you're confined to a cell or a room where they can observe you through a glass and stuff like that. So the news headline yesterday said that people are self-deporting in great numbers leading up to his inauguration. His inauguration is the 20th. We're 3 days away from it. Schools are racing to protect mixed status and undocumented students from deportation under Trump. The guy that he calls his immigration czar made it clear that they will be moving into the schools with the raids. They want workplace raids done. They want school raids done. So your child goes to school undocumented or have some kind of issues with their status here, might not make it home to you. You understand? Before, there was what's called protected areas. Protected areas would be churches, schools, synagogues, mosques, them kind of place there. And if you remember back in the day, they would hide some people in the church, and the people would be in the church for like weeks or months or something like that. A Jamaican couple was one of them that was in the church for like months, sleeping in the church basement, working inside of the church, these kind of things. That safe space stuff could easily be executive order turned over, whoosh out the window, which is exactly what the Trump administration plans to do. It's not guaranteed to be in place. It's something that's on the books, that these areas are protected. That will be coming off the books in 3 days, right? So whether you run go to church, synagogue, school, anywhere, the raids will go into these places as well. They plan to have a super aggressive immigration this time around. And you got to remember something. Donald Trump can only be president twice. And he got his wish. And this is his second go-round, which is his last go-round. You ever hear them say something called go out with a bang? This is it. So not to drive fear into anybody, but he's going to go out with a bang. This is everything that he wanted to do that he didn't get to do the first time around is going to be done this time around. The schools are racing to protect the students. People are, the colleges have put out messages that if you're an overseas student and you're away on vacation, please hurry up and get back before this inauguration. Because after this inauguration, depending on where you're from, you might not be able to make it back into the United States of America to continue going to school. That's another one that's been put out. The immigration raids will go into schools. Oh, the new law. The new law is they have expanded the list for deportable offenses. So the last time Donald Trump was in power, they expanded the list for deportable offenses. This time, they expanded it even more to add to the list non-violent offenses. Guess what's on this list? The non-violent offenses. The one that blew my mind was shoplifting, drunken disorderly, public nuisance, trespassing. You walk on a piece of property and there's a sign that you didn't see that says trespassing, and you're caught trespassing, and they can say, well, you know, we have the sign up there that says trespassing. Yeah, I'm dead ass serious. Yeah. You coming home from the club, you just thought you had a great night, you outside kind of drunk. Girl, I'm stumbling, I'm freaking. And the neighbors call, hey, there's some people downstairs making a whole lot of noise. I'm just trying to make it home. I'm drunk. We having a wild weekend. Yeah. It's about to get hectic. It's about to get hectic. Jaywalking. Yes, Kaitaja Empress. Jaywalking. All non-violent, all would have been misdemeanors otherwise. And this has passed all stages and is now sitting at his desk waiting to be signed. It's at the final stage. So the headline yesterday says it looks like this is going to be new law added. Well, with that said, that's that for the immigration update. I can just tell those who are in the scope or in, be careful. Even those of you who have citizenship, complete citizenship, I know you're not a criminal, so you feel safe, and rightfully so. They shouldn't be coming after you. But remember that they're also dealing with the revocation of citizenship. So the list on how the offenses that they could revoke your citizenship, that's there too. So what else can I say? But tread the straight and narrow. Be good, the best you can, and don't get caught up in a nothing. You know what I mean? Don't get caught up in anything. Sadly, if you have family members who are not straight here, you having them in your house can lead to you losing your citizenship as well, and you being fined and jail time as well. That's another one. So no longer Auntie Junior can come stay with me. Till you stay with me like a couple months, man, till you get your things straight. And you know what I say? Relieve mommy on the weekend over the living job there. And you can make a little money for that. You know, she work 7 days, so make she come home for your weekend and you can go hold a little $200-300 for that weekend there or something. You can't do them something there no more. You're risking your own status by doing that. So your family members are going to be looking at you like, damn, you can't even help me. I used to say me in desperate conditions. What you want we do? What you want we do? Them fling out the whole of it together? That's where it's at. On to the last part of what I wanted to talk about this morning now. TikTok. They said TikTok was going to be banned, right? And it should have been banned by, I believe, the 19th. Well, here's news today, and you can go look this up. It was in New York Times, New York Post, CNN, MSNBC, all the major news networks this morning. The Biden administration has decided to not enforce the looming TikTok ban. They are leaving it for the Trump administration to handle that. Trump was already getting ready to extend the time by another 200 and something days. So obviously Donald Trump is not going to ban TikTok. And again, TikTok is not going to be banned. I'll leave you like this morning. These people always want us to be running scared, paranoid, feeling uneasy. I want y'all to do something. Maintain your center. You know, there's too much going on around us that has us running to the left and running to the right. Maintain your center. Maintain a mental balance. In these times, regardless of who is in power and regardless of what comes, we're still going to have to be us. We still have to go take care of our family them. We still have to go pay our bills them. You know, we still have to be here. This too shall pass. All right? With that said, it's the weekend. Go out there, enjoy yourself, live life. Our life is to be lived. Nobody get caught up in all the this, that, and the other. Right? Live life. That's it. Surround yourself with people who love you. If you don't have that, spend time by yourself and learn to love yourself. You can't love nobody else if you don't love you first. And you have to love you the real way in order to give anybody else love. That way. Manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in. I appreciate you greatly. Let's protect the children. My grandmother, Miss Ruby said, if you can't be good, be careful. Our husband, Mars Clevey, my grandfather, him say, me see you tomorrow, if God spare my life. And I say that to you today. One love. I'm out. Peace.